You gonna drink tonight, dude? No? Because your car is kind of like hanging over this wall right here.
Breaking new video just into our newsroom. The man in that Santa hat is Las Vegas Raiders defensive end Charles Snowden, who prosecutors say was more than double the legal limit during this arrest. Our 8 News Now investigators first to tell you the 27-year-old accused of driving impaired in December. Police say Snowden's SUV rolled off a 4-foot wall, and it appears the football player did not know where he was.
What are you doing out here?
Sorry, home.
Do you know what state you're in?
Yep.
What state?
Florida.
Florida? You're not in Florida. Do you know what city? No?
Snowden isn't due in court until April. His lawyers have told us he plans to plead not guilty. At the time, a spokesperson for the Raiders said the team was aware of the arrest but wouldn't comment further.
Shalom, Yasharala Shalom. This your Ak Kadash Alahayim coming at you with another quick lesson. First and foremost, I like to say Kal Hala Abanawa Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Hamashiach Amanawal Barakatah. Yahweh being the name of our Heavenly Father, the Ancient of Days, the Lord of Hosts, the Almighty, and Yahweh Shai being the name of His only begotten Son, our Lord and Savior, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And I got a quick lesson for y'all today, man, pertaining to warnings against drunkenness, right? You know, as you could see in the opening clip, some body cam footage was released from December 10th, right? December 10th, 2024, of this Raiders football player named Charles Snowden. He a defensive end for the Las Vegas Raiders, and he was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence. You know, and as you can see, he was under the influence, right? He could barely walk. You know, he didn't even know he was in Vegas. The nigga thought he was in Florida. He was you know, belligerent. He was heavily intoxicated, and that's when it becomes sin, right? Drinking is not a sin when it's done in moderation. When you measure your cup, it's not sin to drink alcohol. It's not sin to drink liquor. It's not a sin to pop bottles, right? But it becomes a sin when you overindulge in alcohol or strong drink, right? Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 20 and verse 1. The book of Proverbs, chapter 20 and verse 1, and it reads, "Wine is a mocker, strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise." Wine and strong drink, you know, it could lead to poor decision making, and it can also lead to foolish behavior, man. Right? Wine is a mocker. You ever see somebody get intoxicated and they start falling all over the place, and the people around them start laughing because they done fell and bust their head, or, you know, they saying stupid things out their mouth? That's because wine is a mocker, man. Wine will make you look foolish when it's not drunk in moderation, when you overindulge, right? Strong drink is raging. You ever seen a calm person, a humble person, you know, when they sober, but as soon as they take a few shots of liquor or tequila or something, they want to fight every damn body, right? They call it that liquid courage, man, right? Because strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise, right? Like the brother getting behind the wheel of a car while he's intoxicated, you know, he was deceived, even though he was, you know, over the limit, you know, with his drinking. He felt in his heart that he can get in his car and make it home without getting pulled over. He was deceived, man. All right, so you got to be mindful of your intake. You know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures, you know, give us a vivid image of physical and emotional effects of drunkenness, man, when you tap into this word. Right? Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 23 and verse 29, just to get an illustration. All right? Proverbs chapter 23, and we're going to go down to the 29th verse, and it reads, "Who hath woe?" Woe means destruction. "Who have destruction? Who have sorrow? Who have contentions? who have babblings, who have wounds without cause, who have redness of eyes. Right? These are questions, man. Who have sorrow, right? Who have contentions, arguments, and debates all the damn time. Who have babbling, right? Here go the answer. They that tarry long at the wine. So this is vividly describing those who tarry long at the wine, who are alcoholics, right? They that go to seek mixed wine, right? People that tarry long at the wine, they argumentative, they babble, right? They start saying shit that they don't mean, right? They fall and hurt themselves when nobody ain't even done nothing to them. They wake up in the morning, lip busted, scratches on their arm. They done fell in the damn bush, right? Those that tarry long at the wine, man. Who have redness of eyes, right? It says, look not thou upon the wine when it is red, when it giveth his color in the cup, when it moveth itself aright. At the last it biteth like a serpent and stingeth like an adder. Right? So when you overindulge in alcohol, right, it's gonna bite you in the end, man. It's gonna bite you in the end when you overindulge. You know what I'm saying? People that's always mixing clear with dark, and wine with beer, and but they say liquor before beer, you in the clear. You know what I'm saying? Beer before liquor, you get sicker or something like that. But those are people that mix their beverages. They end up getting bit in the end, like being bit by a serpent, right? Or getting stung like by an adder, man. So this kind of illustrates, people who overly indulge in alcohol. These are the people that have sorrow, that's depressed. These are the people who have arguments. These are people that have wounds without cause, man. These are people who have destruction, right? Like the brother Charles, man. Charles, that's destruction, man. Jeopardizing your career. He didn't learn from the brother Henry Ruggs III, who was out here like 3-4 years ago. He killed the lady because he was speeding and he was drunk. You know what I'm saying? And that reflects bad on the team. What have you learned from your teammates' accident 3-4 years ago? You doing the same thing, man. You behind the wheel of a car intoxicated. That's just not wise, man. That's not wise. Right? Let's go to the book of Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 11. The book of Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 11, and it reads, woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, that continue until night, till wine inflame them. Right? So these are warnings against those who indulge in excessive alcohol. Right? Destruction unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink. Man, it's people that wake up in the morning and the first thing they do is start drinking. Right? They start taking shots. Right? And they start off their day, under the influence, man. Right? And it say that continue until night, till wane, and that they continue until night, that wine inflame them. Right? So it's people that do this all day, man. All day, every day. Drink. You know what I'm saying? I knew somebody that they got in trouble for drinking. They got DUI, and they had multiple offenses of the DUI. And this was in upstate New York, like in Kingston. When I got into the car with them, they had to blow inside a breathalyzer in order for their car to start. That's how bad it was, right? They couldn't get behind the wheel of a car without blowing and a breathalyzer to start their damn car, man. That's a damn shame, man. Because this is the type of person that drink in the morning, drink throughout the day, and then by the time it's nighttime, they completely finished, man. They through. Sloppy drunk, right? And that's sin, that's transgression, man. You can kill somebody operating a motorized vehicle and you under the influence, man. And it happens all the time out here in Vegas, man. Hit and runs, DUIs, it's bad, right? Let's go to the book of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 18. All right, you gotta know this word and know how to operate and know how to move out here in these streets wisely. Not foolishly, but wisely out here in these streets. This is the book of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 18, and it reads, "And be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit." Right? So the Most High is encouraging us to not be drunk with wine. It's okay to sip, right? It's okay to have a drink or two, man. As long as you measure your cup diligently, as long as you know your limits and don't go past your limits, you are right. It say, "Be not drunk with wine where is excess, but be filled with the Spirit," man. You want to be filled with the Spirit of truth, man. Keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, right? The Most High say, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary is like a roaring lion walking around seeking who he may devour," man, roughly paraphrasing. So you want to be sober-minded, right? In the spirit and physically. You want to be sober-minded. You don't want to overindulge in alcohol and make a fool of yourself, man, or potentially kill somebody, or potentially kill yourself, right? We had LMS back in high school. I'll never forget this, in Orlando, Florida. We had a class where they taught us about the dangers of overindulging in alcohol. And this guy, he was at a party and he got drunk, real drunk, and he was like, "Hey man, I'm finna go jump in the pool." Nobody said nothing. He the only one that went outside to the backyard to get into the pool, right? So when he went in the backyard, it's dark, he got on the diving board. He got on the diving board, jumped, and then jumped in the pool. And there wasn't no damn water in the pool, man. There wasn't no damn water in the pool. The man, ended up paralyzed. Broke his damn back because he was drunk and jumped in the damn pool thinking there's water in there. And there wasn't no water in the pool, man. Right? If he had knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures, if he was taught the word of the Most High, he wouldn't have never overindulged in the alcohol to make that, that conscious decision to jump in the pool with no water in it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. All right? You could make foolish decisions that can cost you the rest of your life, by not hearkening to this word, man. That's why the Most High say be filled with the Spirit, so you don't make no dumb decisions like that. All right? Let's go to the book of Philippians, the 4th chapter in the 5th verse. The book of Philippians chapter 4 and verse 5, and it reads, "Let your moderation be known unto all men. The Lord Yahweh is at hand." Right? So let your moderation be known unto all men. Know when to say no. Right? You have a few shots. You done reached your limit. Know when to turn it down. Know when to turn that drink down, man. Right? Especially if you don't have a designated driver. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when to call it quits, man. You got to know when to end the party, so to say. Right? Let your moderation be known unto all men. Right? A good name is better than precious ointment, man. You don't want the reputation of being a drunkard and being a risk, being a liability to your friends, to your circle, man. You don't want that. You don't want that on your name. Oh, every time so and so get drunk, he start acting a damn fool. Right? Don't open up the bottle around this nigga, because he gonna drink the whole damn bottle by itself and start swinging on everybody. Right? Let your moderation be known unto all men. Right? And like I said, man, wine and strong drink it's not a sin. It's okay to drink. It's okay to drink. Right? It's okay to go to the liquor store, buy you a bottle of Hennessy, and pull you up some drink, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Right? H.O.I drunk wine, but he wasn't a drunkard. Right? He knew how to measure his cup, man. And you got to be like-minded like Mashiach H.O.I. You got to be like-minded. You got to arm yourself with the mind of Christ, man. Right? But let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, the 31st chapter, and we're going to start at verse 27. All right? Don't let these pastors tell you that drinking is a sin, because it's not. Right? Overindulging in drink. That's when it becomes sin. That's when you become a drunkard, and the Most High not dealing with no damn drunkards. Right? This is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 31 and verse 27, and it reads, "Wine is as good as life to a man, if it be drunk moderately." Right? So wine is good as life. Life is good, man. Life, this experience of living on planet Earth, hey, it's a good experience, man. Yeah, even though we're in captivity, right? You still got to be grateful that you have a chance to experience the Most High's creation, right? Wine is as good as life to a man, if it be drunk moderately. That's the key point, right? Wine is as good as life to a man, if it be drunk moderately. In moderation, man. Right? It say, what life is then to a man that is without wine? For it was made to make men glad. Right? So what's life without a little drink here and there, man? What's life? Right? Sometimes you have a hectic week at the plantation, man, and you know, Friday you unwind, man. You pull you up some drink and relax and vibe out. Right? For it was made to make men glad. You feel good when you sip a little bit and conversate with your peoples, or sip a little bit and watch a movie. You know what I'm saying? Sip a little bit and do something that you love to do, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Verse 28, wine measurably drunk and in season bringeth gladness of heart and cheerfulness of the mind. Right? Wine measurably drunk and in season. Right? So like, me personally, I only really sip on feast days. You know what I'm saying? I don't really drink like I used to back in my younger years. You know, I had quit drinking for a while, you know, but, you know, studying these scriptures, you know, I didn't want to become over righteous and, you know, be too good to drink and just, you know, look at people funny that do drink. No, it's not a sin to drink, man. So at feast days, you know, I drink in season. I measure my drink and I drink in season, and it feels good to be around your brethren, your congregations, your sisters, you know, and everybody vibing out, drinking, having a good time in righteousness, right? It's a beautiful thing. You ain't got to worry about nobody overindulging and trying to fight you or making a fool of themselves. It's a beautiful thing, man, right? Verse 28 again, wine measurably drunk in season bringeth gladness of the heart and cheerfulness of the mind. But wine drunken with excess maketh bitterness of the mind, with brawling and quarreling. Right? Contention, arguments. When you overindulge, it make your mind bitter, man. You start thinking about your past and people that did you wrong, and you start getting upset. Then the nigga say something to you next to you. Now your friend done turned into your enemy. You looking at him funny, right? Because too much drink make bitterness of the mind. Now you ready to fight with brawling and quarreling, man. Verse 30, drunkenness increaseth the rage of a fool till he offend. It diminisheth strength and maketh wounds. Right? So drunkenness increaseth the rage of a fool till he offends somebody, man. Right? That's the person that you pass the alcohol to. They overindulge. Now they ready to fight every damn body. Now they offending people. And then when he try to fight somebody, he's so drunk, you know, he get his ass knocked out, man. Why? Because it diminishes strength, right? Big ass Jake, you know, if he was sober, he'll hammer somebody, man. He'll beat the brakes off somebody. But when he's overly intoxicated, all it took was one punch from a small person, and now, you know, David done dropped Goliath, man. Right? It diminishes strength and maketh wounds. Right? So you don't want to overindulge in alcohol, because then you will become vulnerable. Verse 31. Rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine. Right? Understand that. Rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine, because there is nothing wrong with drinking. Right? There's nothing wrong with drinking if it be drunk in moderation. And despise him not in his mirth. Right? Don't be killing people joy while they sipping, man. Don't be a buzzkill. Right? Don't be over righteous with brothers. Give him no despiteful words, and press not upon him with urging him to drink. Right? So don't talk crap, don't talk mess to your brother while they drinking. And also at the same time, don't encourage him to drink more and more and more either. You know what I'm saying? Don't encourage the brother to get overly intoxicated. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance to everything, man. The Most High is just. He's about balance. You know, don't be over righteous looking at your brothers because they sipping and feeling good and they married. Now you want to throw a monkey wrench in the conversation and try to, you know, urge brothers to sip more. Let's take more shots. Let's take more. Let's go further. Let's go. Don't do that. All right? Don't do that. It's saying press not upon him with urging him to drink. You know, like the brother Charles Snowden, you know, he could have been around some brothers that encouraged him to go beyond his limit. You know what I'm saying? And they set him up for the kill, man. All right? His job is at jeopardy. You know, his millions, whatever contract he under, you know, he jeopardizing his future, man. Over tarrying too long at the wine. All right, so we gotta be wise, we gotta be circumspect, and we gotta, you know, live out these scriptures. It's one thing to know the word, but it's a whole nother ball game when you actually live in what it says, man. And that's the difference. It's a whole different ball game when you live in what this word say. And with that, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh, Hamashiach, Amanawal, Barakatah. It's H.O.I. Las Vegas. It's H.O.I. to the chariots fly. Shalom, Yasharallah.